Okay guys, welcome back. So tonight, I guess is going to be part two. I already made a video on this, basically trying to get this old engine to work. I did not get so much as a sputter from it. I'm sure I can fix it, but there's no need. I have a new engine, I've got a lot of new parts. So I'm going to start by stripping this thing down to the frame, throwing some paint on it, and then putting it back together. Okay, that wasn't so bad. So I'm just going to clean this frame up, degrease it, brush the rust off, and throw a little bit of paint on it before putting it back together. Okay, so I've got the new engine laid out. As you can see, it comes slightly disassembled. I'm going to jump ahead, put this together, and then actually later today I have a new tube coming, which will go on the back wheel, and then we'll be in a good position to, put the wheel and the engine back on the bike and finish connecting everything up. Okay, so assuming it fits, I'm going to use the old recoil. I like the red. better. It matches the plastics, the red. Done. Can't forget this. Okay, and these just showed up in the mail. So I got two because the front one does hold air. It's severely off balance, so I don't know if someone filled it with slime, but I might dig into that a little bit later. Or if I pinch it and pop it, putting it on here, I got a backup. This tire is a little bit petrified. Should be interesting. In case you're wondering what I'm doing, I forgot to put the chain on, and I don't want to deal with the master link, so I'll put it on the same way I took it off. Okay, so one unforeseen complication here. The new brake, and actually the old brake, doesn't touch the disc anymore. And from what I can tell, it's because the tire is slid too far back. If I slide it forward like half an inch or so, then this will be right on the brake. So I'm looking for a master link and do not see one. So most likely I'm gonna have to take this chain off, measure it, and order something more appropriate so that I can bring this at least half an inch forward to get that back brake pad to actually touch the disc, or maybe a bigger disc. Not sure yet, but I'm gonna keep going. Okay, I'm just going to wire up the kill wire. One end goes into the magneto wire. And the other end just needs to attach somewhere to the engine body. So I'm probably just going to put some sort of a clip on there and attach it with that screw right there. Okay, so this is more or less the end result. The magneto is hooked up here to the red wire, and the ground, there were 2 extra bolt holes here, so I just attached one there. Used a couple washers to sandwich the ground in there, and everything now should be good with the ignition kill. Lastly, I think I'm just going to hook up the front brake cable, and the back brake's kind of a lost cause right now until we get a shorter chain. So I'll just take that cable and probably just zip tie it out of the way for now. And once this is connected, more or less everything is connected as far as, you know, fuel, ignition, kill switch, brakes. We're more or less ready to at least give it a quick test and see if everything works.
Do you hear, is it sputtering?
No.
Is that sputter?
Nope.
I don't think it's going to start then. What?
It's a new engine. Alright, so this bike is making me look really bad in front of my son and you guys. So it did not start. I'm going to quickly check for spark, make sure that I have it, and also check the kill switch, make sure that's wired properly. And if that's the case, the only thing this new engine has in common with the old one is what's in that gas tank. That came with the bike with that fuel in there. So potentially it is a bad fuel mix. I'm not sure, but let me check for spark, and if that checks out, I'm going to drain that tank and put some fresh stuff in. Okay, good. I got good spark. I can see it from the spark plug as well as the tester, so spark is not the issue here. So now I'm just going to take the kill switch, and I disconnected this safety thing, so now it should kill spark. Yep. And put it back on. Good. So no problems with spark. Yeah, so this is what came out of it. I mean, I can smell fuel in it, but I'm not sure about the color. Anyway, it might be old, stale fuel, hoping that's all it is. So I'm also going to pull the screw on the carb bowl and just get everything out that I can. Okay, good. Definitely more involved than I thought this project was going to be, but seems like we have a good running bike now. Still need to deal with the chain and the brakes. You know, I need a shorter chain, so I'm going to try to shorten that one up. And then once that's all set, put the plastics back on, and I'll probably turn you back on for the maiden voyage. Okay, gonna try to redeem myself twice in one day. As you can see, I've got this thing rigged up to a piece of wood. I've put fuel in it, and I'm gonna try to start this again with the fresh fuel. And I have it temporarily secured to this piece of wood to help me start it. You know, the bad side, well, the downside on this is that there's no exhaust system, and the exhaust is kind of pointed at that piece of wood. So if it does start, I will probably not be able to run it for too long without catching that piece of wood potentially on fire. But let's give it a try. Oh. Okay, good. So the old tired engine actually works. Most likely it was a fuel issue combined with the reed valve issue. And, you know, both of those are fixed now. So this is a good engine. So his first time on a dirt bike, he almost wiped out, but he's doing pretty good. All right, so I think this is a win. It's his first time riding a bike. He's doing pretty good. I think everything's running good on the machine now. The brake issue solved. I had to remove 3 links from the chain. There's really nothing else I want to do at this time. So hope this video helps someone. Thanks for watching.